Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Dick White, Mayor and Durango City Councilor. This program is designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. This time we look at the January 16th meeting. Our meeting began with a proclamation declaring January Radon Action Month and urging homeowners to check their home for radon. Colorado State Extension Agent Wendy Rice accepted the proclamation and presented us with radon test kits. She then spoke about the toll radon takes in Colorado.
Over 500 in the state are dying from radon-induced lung cancer. So 16% of lung cancer is radon-induced. So it's the #1 cause of lung cancer in never smokers and #2 cause in cigarette smokers. When I take that 505 number down and bring it down to our county, that's 5 people every year dying from radon-induced lung cancer, which I find to be completely unacceptable when it's so preventable. And it's just a matter of doing the test, knowing what your numbers are, and taking action, which, if you have to mitigate, it's about $2,000 to $2,500.
Test kits can be obtained at the CSU Extension Office at the fairgrounds while supplies last. Next, City Engineer Greg Boyson gave an update on the Santa Rita Water Reclamation Facility project. He says construction on the first 6 of 14 individual projects in the plant is going well.
We've got a lot of construction going on right now. You may ask why some of the other buildings aren't being constructed at the same time. The issue becomes that we have to keep the plant operating while we build a new one. So the new Headworks building is located on top of the sludge storage building. That can't go away until the digesters and the dewatering's done. So everything has to work in sequence. So we get these 6 buildings done, and then we can jump on to the remaining 4. So again, everything looks like it's working according to our plans for financial and contract-wise.
The plant is on target for completion by the end of May 2019. During public participation, I invited Fort Lewis College professor Kate Smith to talk a bit about Martin Luther King.
I would like to remind you that we celebrated Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday yesterday, and I'm sure most of you on the council remember his "I Have a Dream" speech. I would like to forward that speech, his "I Have a Dream," to "We Have a Dream" for Durango, for our community. I would like for us, since it's the beginning of the year, to remember, council members, as you go through your business every month, that we as a community have a dream to overcome racism and discrimination by providing a more inclusive community, by recognizing and including those of diverse backgrounds in all of our community events. I would like for us to have a dream as a community to protect all citizens from any form of brutality or cruelty.
2 legislative hearings were on the agenda. The first was to consider adoption of the Durango Housing Plan, the product of 3 years of work by city planning staff.
Essentially what it is a giant menu that contains many different options for us to get to a place where we can try to impact housing in Durango and the affordability problems that we have. It's broken down into short, medium, and long terms. Some of these are not specifically related to this will take 6 months, this will take a year. It's more like short-term actions or things that we can start doing now. Long-term actions, on the other hand, are going to take a long time to get up to speed, and it'll take years to implement. These are the 6 primary policy goals: increase affordable housing options for all residents, create market-friendly policies and regulatory changes, make 1,000 housing units long-term affordable by 2040, prioritize density and infill development, establish a permanent housing trust fund, and establish a land banking program. This is a menu of potential options that we can pursue, but we still need to bake the cake.
Council is scheduled to further explore and perhaps start prioritizing parts of the plan during a February 27th study session. The second hearing on the annexation and initial zoning of Lake Nighthorse was continued to February 20th. There was one quasi-judicial hearing on the annexation and initial zoning of Basin Co-op on Highway 160-550 south of Durango. The business agreed several years ago to being annexed with certain conditions. This action completes that agreement for 3 parcels comprised of 26 acres. The final agenda item dealt with, what else? Bears. Yes, bears do roam in the winter, especially with the warm weather we've been having. This could lead to more bear-human food conflicts. As a result, Council voted to extend an emergency ordinance through mid-March, imposing fines of $100 for first-time offenses of bears getting into residential trash and $200 fines for each subsequent offense. We aim to draft a more comprehensive answer to the problem by April 1st. Among upcoming events, Snowdown returns to Durango for the 40th consecutive year. It's a black tie affair. Events begin January 31st, running through February 4th, including the always popular Snowdown Light Parade in downtown at dusk Friday, February 2nd. That will be preceded by the Mayor's Youth Advisory Commission Hand on the Limousine Challenge, 4 to 6 p.m. prior to the Snowdown Parade in the parking lot of Grassburger. All teens are invited to come try their luck at winning gift cards to local businesses. More information on Snowdown in general can be found at snowdown.org. Our next study session will consist of 2 special council meetings, Monday and Tuesday, January 22nd and 23rd at 4 p.m. We will meet in the City Manager's conference room to conduct interviews for openings on various city boards and commissions. There is no council meeting on January 30th, as that's the 5th Tuesday of the month. Our next regular City Council meeting is February 6th at 6:30 p.m. And that's Council Connection for the January 16th Durango City Council meeting. I'm City Councilor and Mayor Dick White. Thanks for joining us, and remember, you can always contact your City Councilors via email at citycouncil@durangogov.org.